Hey everyone, my name's Alison. Welcome to my channel, Ancient Oak Psychic Arts. Today I'm going to do a general reading for the sign of Cancer. I'm going to go ahead and pull your overall energy, look at any guidance and advice from Spirit, and also look at any opportunities or challenges that you have coming in and how you can use that to your advantage. So this is good for all placements of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. All right, so I have cleansed, shuffled, and meditated, and I have asked for the strongest energy to come through in the cards for Cancer. The cards are active today. They have been flying out when I do my pre-shuffle. A lot of activity. All right. Here we go. Oops, let me move that. Need a little extra space here today. All right. What does the universe want to tell Cancer today? Oh my God, first card out, I have to show you. The Ace of Pentacles, first card. Let me get the rest. Cancer, the Justice card. The Eight of Wands. Oh my God. You know, if you've been following me, this is like you winning the lottery. This is the King of Pentacles, the Hermit, because that's the Hermit character in this deck, and all four aces. Every tarot reader has their own unique relationship with every single deck. And for me, this is like winning the lottery. Wow. And it's right underneath the ace when it's on the table. And I will be getting the camera hooked up. I'm trying to figure it out now. I know I am not tech savvy on that stuff like that. I thought I was until I went on YouTube. Let me tell you, I'm not tech savvy. My computer, my cell phone, yeah, I'm there. YouTube, not happening. I need help. Okay. Oh, my nose is itching. Let me get the rest of the cards. Oh my God, the Lover's card. Look at these cards for you. Five of Pentacles. For your opportunity, another ace. The Ace of Cups. I just want to show you. You know, I can't wait. So your opportunity, Ace of Cups. The first card out was the Ace of Pentacles. This is four aces. I'm not even done pulling cards. 6 aces so far. Wow. Wow. Let me get the last card. Your challenge is the Queen of Pentacles. 6 aces right off the bat. Wow. Are things lining up for you, Cancer? They have been for a long, long time. All right. Let me move this around. So let's look around the room. 6 aces. And then for Major Arcana, we have the second card, which is your present energy. It's the Justice card. Then we have the Lover's card right below it on the table. So it's set up like this. And then that's it for the Major Arcana, just those two. All right. Court cards. So we've got Wands, Pentacles, no swords. No sword energy yet. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to start with your overall energy, and then I'll get clarifiers as we go. Then I'll do guidance and advice from Spirit, and then your opportunity and your challenge. So let's start with your overall energy. Again, I'm going to show you the cards. 3 cards. Your recent past is the Ace of Pentacles. Your present energy is the Justice card. It's called the Huntsman in this deck. And then in your near future, we have the Eight of Wands. All right. So a golden opportunity presents itself, something that you've planted the seeds in. This could be in a relationship, whether it's romantic or platonic. This could be in your career or work, wanting to start your own business. Maybe it's retirement. This could be in your finances, in your health. This could be traveling. This could be getting a pet, having a child. It's everything in the material world in the 3D. All the seeds that you've been planting are now going to start to come to fruition. They're going to present as a golden opportunity. It's up to you to use your discernment to see what is right for you. This is your recent past, and we'll get clarifiers in a minute. Your present energy is the Justice card. It's the Huntsman in this deck. This is you bringing yourself into balance. This is you acting appropriately. This is you getting in touch with your morals, your ethics, and your values. Really coming at your entire life, your spiritual life, and your material world life, the exterior environment that we live in. You're doing it from a very balanced point of view. And I like that. This is you being in total harmony with self, doing what is right for you. This is you knowing right from wrong, what is right and wrong for you also. I'm sorry, my alarm's going off. Hold on. And that's allowing you to make smart, educated choices for yourself. So it's a beautiful card. This card also discusses you protecting the innocent. There is something about you in your energy field protecting people that maybe don't have a voice for themselves. That would be the innocent. Maybe someone that has a mental handicap, maybe a small child that doesn't know how to articulate things that are happening to them, or they can't express themselves because they're not adults yet. They don't have that verbal capability. It could be someone that is a senior in a care facility. It's someone maybe that is in this country that doesn't know how to speak the language and that doesn't know how to speak for themselves. It's that kind of energy. It's something where you're kind of protecting the innocent, not protecting people that can speak up for themselves and maybe they're misguided or they're figuring out their own path. But it's someone that can't articulate for themselves, and you have the ability to go ahead and protect them in that arena. But this is you really standing for what is right and what is wrong in your life. That is your present energy. That's very empowering. And if you're in a lawsuit, because this is the Justice card, this could be you being made whole. You literally having a lawsuit maybe go in your favor, or if you're the one being sued and if you're in the wrong, then this is something that might be where it's being brought back to balance, but it's showing you that it's balance as in this is the truth. But we all know the justice system doesn't always rule in a way where there's people that, there's people that are in jail that didn't commit the crime. And there's people that are free that did commit the crime. We know that it's not a perfect system. And that's just something that's coming through. So if you're in a lawsuit, there's a high probability that it will balance you out or make you whole, be ruled in your favor, whatever that is. Maybe you're the one that's being ruled against. Just saying, it's to make you whole and balanced out on whatever position you are on. Especially like when we see divorces. That's so crazy with what goes on in that. Anyways, that's another story. So that is your present energy. So that's a loaded card. And it's a major arcana, so it's going to be a big sweeping energy coming in for you. Then we have in your near future this Eight of Wands. This is a beautiful, fast-moving card. This is one of the fastest cards in the tarot. This is traditionally, it's 8 wands being thrown like javelins, and they're all going in the same direction, hitting the same target. I'm doing this because it's a trajectory. They're shot up in the air and then they're coming down to hit the same target, and it's fast. In this deck, it's owls, and owls only carry important messages, and that's what's coming in. You have a lot of fast-moving energy and messages that are arriving. To me, this is gifts, blessings, omens that are coming in for you, a lot of good, positive things. Always use your discernment to see what is right for you. All right, let's go ahead and get those clarifiers. You might hear my dogs in the background. I have no idea what they're fighting over. It's probably a bone. They have been good until I turn on the camera, and then they have to act up. They are the most loving little dogs until the camera goes on. So I apologize if you hear them. They've been like this all day. We've got the Two of Wands, the Lovers card, which is now here twice for you. Oh my God, Cancer, you are on fire. Another ace. That's 7. Oh my God, can you imagine? This has been happening for a lot of the signs. Okay, that's your 7th ace, and I'm not even halfway done pulling clarifiers for this round. Oh my God, let's see. Oh my God, another ace. This now is the 8th ace. That's the Ace of Swords. Amazing. The 8 of Cups and the 7 of Cups. Oh my God, if it was another ace. Again, I'm not even done pulling all the clarifiers. That's amazing. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Recent past, Ace of Pentacles. That golden opportunity being clarified by the Two of Wands and the Lover's card. This Lover's card is here twice for you. Same card, different deck. This is the traditional card, except I had to draw over that because of the censorship on YouTube. So normally they're beautiful, they're naked, they're showing their naked selves. They have nothing to hide. But here we have to do that for YouTube. But this is like a Shakespearean romance. It's so beautiful. So you have the Lover's card with the Two of Wands. So when we're looking at this Ace of Pentacles, it's you clarifying your intention. What is it that you want? What do you want in that material 3D? That new opportunity is coming in, but what do you want? Because you have to know what you want in order to get what you want. If you don't know what you want, that opportunity could present and you don't see it, or you just kind of shrug your shoulders, you don't do it, or you're hemming and hawing, you're wondering if you should do it. Because you don't know what it is that you want, you might miss that opportunity. Maybe you find out a month later that that's what you wanted, but you need to clarify your intention. What are you trying to work on in your life right now? What aspect of it? What arena? And then the Lover's card, this is about having choices. Well, that's perfect with that golden opportunity. It's you having choices that you choose from the heart. This is the Lover's card. So this is doing something that maybe is divinely aligning you with a career or starting your own business that you definitely want to do. Something that just hits everything. Maybe you went to med school, you really want to be a doctor because you want to help people and be idealistic. Now you're getting a job where you're working in an arena that allows you to, let's say it's an internship, which allows you to work with maybe heart patients. You wanted to work in some cardiac award or something like that. You're doing something that's divinely aligning for you. Like you're stepping into like this perfect role. It's that kind of energy. Maybe you are looking for a relationship, and maybe now you have choices. People are presenting to you quality people that you can now really start to discern and see who's right for you. Maybe you're already in a relationship. Maybe this is a golden opportunity in the relationship you're in to strengthen that relationship or take it to the next level. You know, again, it all comes down to what is it that you want? This is a card of action. So clarify your intentions so that you can start moving in that direction to take action. That's your recent past. Then your present. Unbelievable. We've got the Justice card being clarified by two aces. The Ace of Wands and then the Ace of Swords. All aces are gifts and blessings from the universe and new beginnings. Wow. So we've got this sword of truth, this sword of clarity, having these epiphanies, these aha moments into a new arena. It's also the sword of communication. Maybe you're speaking your truth. Maybe there's something that you're seeing clearly on the first time, and that's bringing you victory and success into making a smart, educated decision for yourself. This is leaving emotion out of something. This is justice. This is, really you being in your head when it's justice, because that's that beautiful Libra energy. And this is you really, I think, intellectualizing, right? This is you looking at things, wanting to be fair and just. And this is you getting that truth, which leads to a type of victory and success. Then we have the Ace of Wands that is literally out with the old, in with the new, and it's a passionate spark, a new beginning. With whatever it is that's lining up for you, that's bringing you back into balance with this feeling of justness, of fairness, making yourself whole. It's you getting a lot of truth in this and then deciding what it is that you want to do. If you're being made whole, maybe it's with a new arrangement that's coming in. So you're releasing something that's older so that something new can come in, and that is the direction you're going in, or that's how you're being made whole, because something new is coming in to give you something that's going to be new, which means you're making space. So you're releasing something that's old, or something that just, just doesn't speak to you anymore. So it's easy to release it. Maybe you don't even think twice about it. But it's that kind of energy. It's releasing what no longer serves you. And remember, new beginnings in truth, standing in your truth, new beginnings in taking action. That's your present energy. Pretty powerful, those two aces. Then we have your near future, which is the Eight of Wands. This is those incoming messages, those gifts, blessings, and omens. And remember, the owls only carry important messages. And it's being clarified by the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Cups. And it came out in this order. It came out the 8 and then the 7. So it came out saying that, you know, it's time for you to pursue your passion. What is it that really motivates you? What is it that you want to, that's going to be emotionally satisfying in this life? You have a lot. This is the Eight of Cups. But you're looking to fill that space for that 9th cup. What is it? That red cloak is your passion. What is it that you need to pursue? You're walking away from something to find that passion, that spark. What is it that truly makes you happy? You're on your way to find it. Maybe you don't even know what it is. You just know that there's more out there than what you have right now, and you're willing to take that chance. Because sometimes that's what it's about. You know there's something missing, but you can't put your finger on it. Because remember, you're also clarifying your intention here. And you know what? If you don't know, maybe you just need to go for it. Kind of like having a vacation. You just need a break. And that means clearing your head, just getting out, new environment, new people, new food, new whatever. And maybe that's when that hits you. And then something new happens and you're also revitalized. Because this Seven of Cups, this is saying that you have a lot of choices, but there might be some confusion. And when this comes up, wait for clarity. See these opportunities, right? Because there's good and bad. You need to wait for your discernment. If you don't have clarity, wait, because it'll prevent you from making a mistake, right? Because you're definitely pursuing something. And if you don't know what it is, maybe you just want to go off in a certain direction, but if you don't know what it is, if you don't see these choices, these opportunities, or there's good and bad, you're not sure what to choose, wait. Nothing says you have to choose right now. Just wait for clarity. Wait until you trust your intuition, maybe as that type of inner guidance, so you know what avenue you want to pursue to see if that is the right choice for you. All right, that is your overall energy, Cancer. So if this sounds like something you're going through, then this is your reading. All right, let's go ahead and look at the guidance and advice from Spirit. 3 cards. You know this is the lottery card. King of Pentacles, the Hermit, and all 4 aces. The Lover's card, and the 5 of Pentacles. So we're looking at the King of Pentacles. This is you, knowing your worth and value. Spirit is saying, get in touch with yourself. Get in touch with your authentic self. He knows his worth and value. He knows his resources. He's grounded, stable, practical, secure in himself. He's worked really hard to get to this position. He has nice things around him. And his dear friend is the Hermit. This is Virgo energy. That is having those dark nights of the soul, being wise, going within for answers, and coming out and shining your light with the world. I'm a hermit. That's the light in the lantern. Shining that illumination, that knowledge and that wisdom. This is a beautiful card. This is you winning the lottery. Now, he has to have this enlightenment in order to hold on to everything that he has. He understands the value and all the hard work and effort and energy he's put into it to build this life. This is you striving for your idealized life or living your idealized life. Then there's all 4 aces. So we're looking at the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. That Ace of Swords, which is already here. So this reading has the Ace of Swords twice so far, right? That'll be the last one because that's the clarifying deck. So that Ace of Swords, there's 2 here. That is telling me that you have clarity coming in. Spirit is saying you have 4 new beginnings, 4 new chapters, right? That's a gift and blessing from the universe. You have a lot of gifts and blessings. That 8 of Wands and all of these aces. If you can't make something special happen right now, you can't see, because you have so many blessings coming in around you. I have to say, Okay, so that Ace of Swords, that's a triumphant breakthrough in clarity. That is breaking barriers. You're able to see with clarity now. See into something that you need clarity in anything in the material world or the spiritual world. Maybe you're needing to see clearly what your connection to source is, how your intuition interacts with you and the rest of the world, with your family, your friends, with strangers, trusting your intuition. Maybe it's just career, relationships, your health, your finances, retirement. It's anything in the 3D, right? So this is you having that clarity. And it's these aha moments, these epiphanies that help guide you and help you make these phenomenal decisions moving forward. Then we have that Ace of Cups. Wow. That is your opportunity. Again, that's like this reading has the Ace of Cups twice. This Ace of Cups is different. I'm going to tell you the traditional Ace of Cups is you being in the flow. The glass is half full. It is for love. It is for your intuition, your connection to source. It's for you to open up that heart with friends, family, strangers, whatever it is, not to be taken advantage of, but for you to open your heart and know that that is a strength. This is for you to be in that flow, that mind, body, soul connection up to source. And that opens up a flow for you to become a magnet to attract all this positive and good into your life. It is also in your opportunity. I'm going to jump ahead and just show you. It is also in your opportunity. That Ace of Cups, which is in the guidance and advice from Spirit, and your opportunity, listen to that. Heed that. If you're looking for a relationship, look at this. Might be an opportunity coming in for love. Always use your discernment. The universe will present you with good and bad opportunities. So just because it says an opportunity for love is coming in, you still have to use your discernment. Also, maybe this is an opportunity, if you're in a relationship, to really take it to the next level. It doesn't matter if you're married or not, but to take that commitment to the next level, that openness, that intensity, strengthen that relationship. Maybe you both need a break and it's a vacation that will help recharge both of you and you appreciate each other even more. You have shared experiences and memories. Whatever it is for you, think about that. That's something that's really powerful that's coming in for you. Maybe it's about you reconnecting with Source or deepening your spiritual connection, right? Whatever your background is, it doesn't matter. For me, it is the one Source. So whatever your denomination is, you just think about it. But it's time to maybe deepen that connection. And that's going to allow you to, again, open that heart up and feel that as you are putting yourself out in the world, I think is a better way of putting it. And that's part of you having your authentic self, becoming your authentic self. Because it's from the heart. It's not fake. It's not you wearing a mask. Sometimes we have to wear that mask and you take that mask off. And now you're showing your true authentic self. And that is empowering when you can be yourself. And you're not worried about how other people or how society is going to treat you, right? This is something that's coming from your heart. Then we have the Ace of Wands. That is literally out with the old, in with the new, right here. So the Ace of Wands is here twice now. It's in your present energy as a clarifier and the guidance and advice from Spirit because this is 4 aces. So again, out with the old, in with the new. That is a loaded card. That is you opening a lot of doors that are coming here because these are all new beginnings. And you know what that means? When these new doors open, you have doors behind you closing. You're really stepping out into this newness. You're elevating yourself. You're moving yourself into a type of ascension that's coming in. That is huge and it's powerful. Maybe you are elevating yourself in this life in general, energetically, because everything is energy. And you're leaving some old baggage behind, especially if it's emotional baggage. And who doesn't want to do that? Maybe you're doing a lot of spiritual work and you're able to process a lot of that out. Powerful stuff. It's also a passionate new beginning. So maybe there is something there that you're super passionate about that you have found because you're pursuing your passion. A new beginning in that. Then we have the final ace, the Ace of Pentacles, which is this King's Ace. And it's the very first ace that was pulled, the first card in this reading. So you have the Ace of Pentacles twice. Amazing. So that Ace of Pentacles is that golden opportunity. I won't go on there. So let me move the cards around. It's a golden opportunity. And again, it's this King's Ace. That is really talking about the seeds that you're planting are coming to fruition. So keep your eyes open, clarify your intentions, see what it is that you want, and then make your decision. Seize that moment, take that opportunity and grab it. It's a new beginning. See where it leads you. Always use your discernment. Powerful. All right. That's just one card. That's why it's a loaded card. That's why this is the lottery for me in this deck. So then we've got the Lover's card. This is about you, again, doing something that is divinely aligning for you. Same card, different deck. This is the one that is a clarifier in your recent past. This is in guidance and advice from Spirit. This is talking about you doing something that divinely aligns with who you are. Something that's hitting your morals, your ethics, and your values. So it's you doing a career that you're divinely aligned to do, having a relationship that you're divinely aligned to have, whether it's with a person or a pet. You feel it. You know when it's right, and you know when it's not right. That's you using your discernment and making the choices, because this card used to be called the Choices, the Lover's card. But you're making a choice from your heart. That's something Spirit wants you to do. Choose from your heart. Then we have the last card, which is the Five of Pentacles. This is known as the card of lack. You can see they are down to their last piece of bread. They are lacking, right? So they are in survival mode when they're down that low, and they are missing these magical strawberries that are all around them. Those are gifts and blessings from the universe, and they would lead them back to this cottage that has light, shelter, warmth, food, water, a warm bed to sleep in, and maybe a car to drive them to the next village. But they don't see anything, because when they're in fear mode, in survival mode, you have tunnel vision. Food, shelter, water. You're not seeing everything like you would if you had a loving energy. If love, the whole world's in love, everything is wide open. They're not seeing that, because if they did, they would see those strawberries and they would know that there's more food, there's more abundance around them. Because they're in that feeling of lack, they're not going to be able to pull out. You need to focus on what your strengths are. If you walk around focused on what you're lacking, what you're missing, what you don't have, that's having that victim mentality. That's not going to get you anywhere. You focus on your strengths and you pull yourself up. And that's what Spirit is saying. You pull yourself up. You have the ability, you have the free will to do that. Okay, let's go ahead and get the clarifiers. We have the Queen of Pentacles, who's now here twice. It's also in your challenge. We have the Chariot, your superpower card, and I'll get to that in a minute. We have the Two of Cups over the Lovers and the High Priestess. Wow, powerful. And we have the King of Cups and the Death card. Wow, look at these cards come in. King of Pentacles, Hermit, all four aces being clarified by the Chariot and the Queen of Pentacles. Here you are, Cancer. This is your superpower card. This is victory and success, using your intuition as guidance, and that will steer you in the right direction for your victory and success. Knowing how to maneuver in this world and spirituality. What is it that you're looking for? Your superpower card is over four aces, the King of Pentacles and the Hermit. Trust your intuition. You have it for all of these new beginnings. And really, there's so many aces in this reading now. There's 8 aces. 8. Trust your intuition. You've just chosen. You've just shown up in a position of strength and power in your own reading. Grab that opportunity. It is truly lining up for you. You know, I don't remember all the readings that I do, because when I'm channeling, when I'm done, I kind of like let it go. but I can remember certain things. And what I do remember is that things keep lining up for Cancer. They're lining up for a lot of different signs. And I do remember in this segment, a lot of signs are getting a lot of aces. There's a lot of newness coming on. I think that there's a split going on, a spiritual split, where some people are truly ascending. They're elevating themselves on a spiritual level, and other people are not. They're not doing the work, and they don't want to. We're seeing a separation take place. You see it in a lot of levels of society, but you're seeing a huge separation take place. It's very interesting. The other card that's here for you is the Queen of Pentacles. This is you, again, knowing your worth and value. She's very loving, very open-hearted, very nurturing. She attracts a lot of abundance and prosperity. She's worked really hard to get to this position. And that's what Spirit is saying. You've got this couple, the King and Queen of Pentacles and the Chariot. This is you in the 3D, the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine coming together, being very practical, grounded, stable, secure. That's going to give you a beautiful, strong foundation. That's something that's coming in for this victory and success. Then we have the Lover's card. Having all those choices from the heart, things that are divinely aligning for you, and that is being clarified by the High Priestess and the Two of Cups. Talk about love. If you're looking for a connection, this could be coming in for you. If you're looking to strengthen a connection you're in, this is coming in for you. Again, this could be romantic, it could be platonic, it could be getting a pet. And this card can also be you having a truce with yourself, right? These divine choices coming in, choosing from the heart. Maybe you want to have a truce with yourself. Maybe you have some self-sabotaging behavior. Maybe there's something that, a lot of people have addictions, and maybe that's something that you're really trying to get a handle on. Your addiction could be procrastination. It can be sugar. It can be drugs and alcohol. It can be dating the wrong person, being in an abusive relationship, and dating the same type of person each time. There's a lot of different addictions, and maybe there's something that you're really working on to break. And this is you having a truce with yourself, so you're not beating yourself up over it. You recognize it for what it is, and then you try and move forward, because that's a way for you to work on your self-concept work. And that's what you want to do. You want to build your self-concept work up. And that might be something that's coming in for some of you. Stop gaslighting yourself. Stop beating yourself up. Then we have the High Priestess. This is you being open to this unlimited potential, these possibilities. This is choosing from the heart, unlimited potential. This is you getting in touch with that. Behind the High Priestess, this is the 2, is the 3, which is the Empress, living your idealized life. This is what's waiting for you behind this card. This is telling me when you're choosing from your heart that it's going to lead you in the right direction for you to be able to achieve that Empress type energy, which is with ease. So this is you in this position of neutrality between the light and the dark, waiting for these divine downloads to come in, but also knowing that you have this huge potential. And when you see these new beginnings and opportunities come in, you're trusting your intuition with the Chariot and the High Priestess, and you're able to choose wisely. You're choosing on a cellular level when you're talking about your intuition. You're choosing from your head and that intuition. You might be getting divine downloads also. There's a lot of things that are coming in for you, Cancer. You're feeling your way into it. All right, then we're looking at this card of lack. When you get into this position of lack, focus on your strengths. Stay away from that victim mentality. It's toxic. Really, a lot of people have fallen victim to that. Haha, no pun intended, but they truly have, because they program people in our society now to have that. You saw it in pop culture. It really started to become a thing, I would say, in the late 80s for sure. But they really made it where they were sensationalizing things, and they would put people out on these public talk shows to make them act like a victim. Jerry Springer shows, even Donahue, they started to do certain things to go in that kind of direction. So I'm just saying, when you're seeing this victim mentality, they started putting it on display. Whereas before it was like, no, we're going to display strength for you to have the wherewithal inside yourself and really make something happen for yourself. You have free will. Get up and do it. Dig deep. Find that strength. So this is you focusing on your strength. Dig deep. And that's being clarified by the King of Cups and the Death card. This is you really digging deep. This is you knowing yourself on an emotional level, and he's also an intellectual. So this is that mind, body, soul connection, because he's also, what is he? The most intuitive of all the kings. And your intuition is all over this reading. So this is you really tapped in, looking at that outward focus, looking at how you feel emotionally in relation to a lot of things that are going on in your life. He has explored his emotions to a very deep level. And that's what you are doing as you're looking around at this card of lack, right? But you're focused on your strengths. The Death card, this is that beautiful Scorpio energy, more water energy. This is talking about you releasing what no longer serves you on a conscious level. This victim mentality no longer serves you. It's not getting you anywhere. It's making you miserable and you're wasting your life. This is you focused on your strengths, releasing that victim mentality and focus on what is it that you have. What can you strengthen and what can you do to get to your idealized version of life? This is you releasing what no longer serves you, what's toxic, toxic people, places, things, ideas, or just things, they don't even have to be toxic, things that just are no longer in alignment with you because you're ascending, you're going in a different direction. That is the guidance and advice from Spirit. Now we're going to look at your opportunity and then your challenge. So your opportunity is this Ace of Cups. Again, this opportunity is also here because he's all four aces. So let me put that back right. So this is you getting in the flow. This is that mind, body, soul connection up to source. That's what's huge. That's you being the magnet. I cannot stress that enough. When you are in that flow, beautiful, wonderful things happen to you. When you are elevated, and I mean from your authentic self, watch what happens. The people that come into your life, the people you meet, maybe job offers, just different connections, the universe will start to work with you synchronistically. It is incredible. So we have this where you're in that flow. Your intuition is working and you're connected to it, right? Then this card is all about love. You being your beautiful, divine, majestic self. This is a beautiful, majestic swan in the water, and you see that swan, and then you see its reflection wearing a tiara and a jeweled necklace. This is always a reminder, and this is in your opportunity. This is a reminder that you know you are noble. Whether the people around you know it or not, in your heart of hearts, you know you're noble. And Spirit knows you're noble. Okay? This is something that if you have strayed from this, you have an opportunity to come back to being true to your authentic self in your heart of hearts. You could be doing all kinds of crazy shit. You can bring it back and come back to your beautiful, noble self. Come back to who you're meant to be. This is an opportunity for you to do that when this card presents itself. Again, even if the people around you don't know, you know, and you can act accordingly and make smart, educated decisions for yourself. And Source knows that you're noble. That's your opportunity. I'll get clarifiers in a second. Now we're going to look at your challenge. Your challenge, let me grab the other card, is the Queen of Pentacles. Same card, different deck. This is a clarifier in your guidance and advice from Spirit. But here in the challenge position, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Now, is the challenge impossible? No, the challenge just means you have to work a little harder at it to achieve it. And when you do, it's incredibly rewarding. This Queen of Pentacles is asking you to be very open-hearted, loving, and nurturing, not to let anyone take advantage of you, but to be that beautiful person, to know your worth and value, to have that confidence, to know everything that you've worked so hard to achieve, that you're attracting abundance and prosperity your way. Look how happy she is. She's also very knowledgeable, practical, grounded, stable, secure. Now, this is in your challenge position, so let's find out why. Let's get some clarifiers. Is there a blockage? Do you have so much going on? You can't focus? Let's see. We have the Tower. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Five of Cups. And the Five of Pentacles, which is here twice. Okay. So I'm starting with your opportunity, that Ace of Cups, you being in the flow. And that's being clarified by the Tower and the Hanged Man. And wow. For you to know that you're noble, like I said, you might have a Tower moment. Maybe something happens in your life and it clears a path for you. Maybe, you know, you lose friends, you lose a job, or whatever happens, and a path is cleared for you, and now you're able to step into your authentic self with this gift and blessing from the universe, a new beginning in love, becoming noble, reminding yourself of that, being in the flow and attracting good things. Some things need to be released. These are some revelations that you're having. Maybe you're having some revelations that maybe your friends aren't that great. Maybe they're not there for you when they should be. Maybe you're there for them. They're not there for you. Maybe it's about a career. It's not what you thought it was. You're having some revelations in your life right now. And you're taking a pause. This is you looking at a different perspective, looking at things differently to gain that information. You're going into this moment of suspension. You're taking that time to gain enlightenment on different things that are going on around you. Maybe it's even to gain enlightenment on yourself and your relationship to the exterior environment. This is you taking that time. You know something's happening. You know it's not going in the direction you want it to, and you are taking that time to look around because you know your worth and value. You know you're important, and you know that you're noble. And this is allowing you to really, I think, you're recalibrating yourself. You need to take this moment first, look at everything, and then you're going to come out reborn on the other side, which is going towards that nobility. Or maybe you're not at that stage where you're ready to embrace that yet. Sometimes people aren't. Maybe it takes a couple of times to go through it and then you're ready. All right, that is your opportunity. Now we're going to look at your challenge. Your challenge is this beautiful Queen of Pentacles. Why would that be a challenge to embrace that? Well, it's being clarified by two fives, and fives tend to be obstacles. We've got the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles, which is over here in the guidance and advice from Spirit. Same card, different deck. Remember, this is that victim mentality. That's a problem for some of you. So let's put this card down. So again, two fives, two obstacles. So we've got Five of Cups and Five of Pentacles. For you to be able to have this Queen of Pentacles energy, you need to overcome a few things. So these are tough cards to overcome. This is loss and bereavement, and this is that card of lack. So that means you're not feeling pretty good if this relates to you. This is the card of loss and bereavement. He is mourning the loss of these three spilt cups, and cups are going to be love, your emotions, your connection to source. This could be a divorce, a death of a loved one, whether it is even a pet. It's that kind of energy where you got your heart broken and it doesn't feel very good. And he's got that black cloak of mourning on. And then you just go through that process, right? Because we all mourn. We all have grief that we go through. Some people stay in it longer than others, but we go through that process. That's part of being human. But then there comes a point where you need to turn around and take that cloak off and realize you've got two cups still standing. You need to start building your cups up again. This is the five, but he's got three spilt. You've got two. Work to the three, the four, push through the five, get to the six, and keep going. So this is you overcoming some type of grief or bereavement in your life right now. And that's something that's kind of blocking your progress towards that. We also have this card of lack. It's that victim mentality. Maybe it's an injury this card can also be an injury, something that has prevented you from really tapping into your strengths. So this is you looking at that and again recalibrating. How can you focus on a strength? Even if you have an injury, what is your strength moving forward? Maybe there's other options for you to look at. Maybe it's not what it was before. Let's say someone, let's say you became paralyzed, a paraplegic, not a quadriplegic, but a paraplegic. Well, maybe now you need to look at doing things in a slightly different manner because there are other things that you now can't do. Just because of that doesn't mean that you've lost other abilities, but you now have to make some minor tweaks to then go into a slightly different direction. So it's that kind of energy that's coming through. All right, that is your opportunity. That is your challenge. It's there for everybody, but not everybody grabs it, yet it is available. Wow, Cancer, what a powerful reading as usual, but this one's really powerful. 8 aces. Like I said, they all keep coming through. One of them I think had 9 or 10. I don't even remember. Like I said, I don't remember after I do these readings, but they're pretty intense. All right, just a reminder to, if you haven't joined the channel, YouTube has given me the ability to have a membership. If you'd like to be part of this awesome community, definitely consider joining. And it's a great way to go ahead and support the channel. Wonderful people in it. If you're a member or you're becoming one, definitely vote. I put a new video out every single week for the members group, and you guys get to vote on what the topic is. In addition to me putting out a monthly video, like the whole month of August or the whole month of September, whenever you're watching this. So definitely go ahead and consider joining. Also, and don't forget to vote. I have to say that. And don't forget, I go live twice a week on Tuesdays and Fridays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I answer your questions. I'm no longer doing the Thursdays. You guys know I'm an entrepreneur. I have my own business outside of this, and so it's just too much. I can go live 2 nights a week. And hit the notification bell if you want to see me go ahead and go live. I post out all of August already, so you can see that. And if you've never seen an episode, you can go back and watch a previous episode to get an idea what it's like. It is by donation. It's through PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, and SuperChat when it's live. SuperChat is a little more because YouTube takes 40%, but all that information is in the link below. It's all in the description. You can also go to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com, same name as the channel, and there you can sign up for the free newsletter. You can book a personal reading with me, sign up for a missing person consultation, check out the Learning Center. That's where my manifestation class is, and that's where I teach my online tarot masterclass. I used to do it live twice a year. Now I'm going to be doing it online, so you'll be able to see that. Everyone's in different time zones, and they've been asking me to upload the video, so I'm actually making the videos now. It should be up by the end of August. That's my goal. And what else to tell you? I also do private lessons in tarot, manifestation, and raising your vibration if that's something you need help with. Check out Alison's picks. Those are my affiliate links, and the interviews I do on YouTube. All right, everybody. Sending you lots of love. Bye for now. Oh, wait. I forgot to say this. Like, share, and subscribe. And I almost forgot. So I'm traveling. I want to make sure I tell the Cancers that. I'm traveling. I just got back from New Zealand and Australia about a month and a half ago, right? If you remember. Now I'm getting ready to go to Canada on the East Coast side, Niagara Falls, Nova Scotia, and Montreal, and some other areas I haven't come up with yet. So this fall, I'm going to be going up there. So if you would like to book a personal reading with me while I'm there or over Zoom, definitely sign up for the newsletter. You'll be the first to know. And then I'm doing a second trip this fall. I'm going to Scotland. Ireland. I'm now coming to Ireland. I wasn't going to do that at first, but you guys are standing up for yourselves against the invaders. Yay! And I'm part Irish. So I'm definitely going to be going there now. So I am Scottish. Obviously, I'm American. I'm Scottish, I am Irish, English, and Danish. So I am going to all of those countries except England because, don't feel hurt, everyone says that. I have been to England so many times. My heart and soul is there, but this trip, I need to go to places I haven't been before, so that's why I'm doing it this way. Was just going to be Scotland and then Scandinavia, but Ireland, I'm really proud of you. I'm going to go, so I'm going to go check it out. All right, so that's all I have to say on that one. But again, sign up for the newsletter if you're going to be there and you want to meet in person for a reading. All right, everybody. Sending you lots of love. Now this is it. Bye for now.